Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the new and improved Sorta Interesting podcast. My name is Christian Patton, and with me, as always, my co-host. He is my sweet cheese, my little boy, and your favorite, everybody, Myles, darling. Myles, we are on week 6 today, the 6th movie in our movie review. How are you feeling? We just did one yesterday, doing another one back to back.
Fucking do it.
Let's do it, baby. And a quick PSA to everyone, we are temporarily becoming a full-time MCU exclusive podcast reviewing 41 movies in 41 weeks leading up to the release of Avengers Doomsday coming out December 18th, which leads us to week 6 today, a movie I have been dreading since we started this series, X-Men: The Last Stand. But Myles, if the folks out there would like to find the back catalog of our podcast, please tell them where they could find us. Wow.
You got it.
I am drooling right now. I'm juiced.
I'm juicy. All right. You can find us at our website, sortainteresting.com, Instagram at Sorta Interesting Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere podcasts are available. Just search Sorta Interesting. YouTube.com/Sorta Interesting and Patreon.com/Sorta Interesting.
Go check out that page, ladies and gentlemen, and go check out our review of the first 2 X-Men movies, gang. Our last review of X-Men 2 might be my favorite one we've done so far. But let's get into some production details here, Myles. Release date, May 26, 2006, 3 years after X-Men 2. New director this time, Brett Ratner. Does that name bring any bells to your head right here? Brett Ratner. So he was known for Rush Hour 2, Red Dragon, Rush Hour 3, and most recently, oh Jesus, Myles, Melania.
Oh,
he directed the Melania
him?
movie. That is
fuck,
him.
He's in the Epstein files.
No wonder why this movie fucking sucks
Holy
balls.
shit,
It is that guy. Writer Simon Kinberg, known for, get this, XXX State of the Union with Ice Cube.
With Ice Cube.
Woo! What a movie. Not really. Terrible. Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Low-key slap.
Gets a little
that movie's a low-key slap.
Yeah, I like that.
And damn it, Myles, 2 movies that you and I both love, Jumper and Sherlock Holmes.
You're kidding me.
Sherlock Holmes, the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes. So I was like, God,
Oh my God, the Guy Ritchie.
how is this movie so bad? But those movies are so good. So I don't understand. This guy is very hot and cold with his career. A budget estimated $210 million. For reference, X2 was $110 million. And I got a little trivia fact about this budget here. So budgeted at $210 million. This was at the time the most expensive movie ever made, surpassing King Kong, the 2005 movie, which cost $207 million. Box office.
Jackson?
Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson. PJ. That's what his friends call him. Hey, PJ. A box office of $460 million. For reference, X2 made $407 million. Runtime of 1 hour 44 minutes, which still felt way too fucking long.
It did not. It did not feel that long. It felt longer.
This felt like a 2-hour movie. But Myles, what were your initial thoughts after watching X-Men: The Last Stand again?
The Last Stand.
Maybe the last time ever.
Yeah, the last time we watched this fucking movie, god damn it. Well, we got 2 snooze fests on our hands here back to back, dude.
I'm glad we're knocking both of these poopers out in 1 week because wait till the end of the episode when we announce what's coming up next, folks.
Oh, I'm excited.
You get ready. Get ready, everybody.
Here we go. I just don't have much to say except that this movie just is a pile of garbage. There was so much that went on, just like Blade 3. There's so much that went on behind it where they lost a lot of people because they went over to do Superman, and then they just had
That's true. Yeah.
They were trying to
both movies came out the same year,
through
2006.
Oh, really?
Which is weird. 2006 was such a bad year for movies, huh?
Yeah, what's going on? They were trying. I think they were really trying to get into the superhero, like, big budget. They were really trying to push that, and it just wasn't working. But you clearly hear it just wasn't working. They couldn't find what they were looking for, and it really shows.
For sure. I mean, this was one of those movies. While I was sitting in the movie theaters, I remember watching this in the theaters, and I knew before the movie was even over, I was like, oh no, this is a big pile of shit. During 2006, I don't even know how old we were, but I already knew in the movie theater this was going to be a pile of shit. This movie was and will always be shit. I mean, let's go with the vegetables first, right? This might be the worst version of Wolverine that we will ever see. Like, he was supposed to be the star of this movie, but he is just terrible in this whole movie. His action scenes are garbage. He had maybe one really good action scene. The rest was abysmal, to say the least.
Yeah. What happened?
His hair was terrible. I don't know what happened between X-Men 2 and this one, but
They tried to do a little too much.
I think, yeah, because he had like the curly hairs were like sticking out in the front of it. He had like bangs and stuff. I'm like, wait.
And they kept the
Yeah, they
things
kept
on the side, right?
They
The faux hawk.
Yeah, they were inconsistent with the hairdos because like
flock of seagulls.
there was one time where he was like at the grave, he was like bending over. It looked really cool because it was like slicked back right here, but the sides were up. I was like, that's good hair. But in like the opening scene of this movie where he's in the danger room, I'm like, what is this hair? Like, was this a reshoot? Like a fucking year after this movie was made? This is crazy.
They got going on.
But yeah, I mean, don't even get me started on Cyclops. Oh my God. I am so sorry, James Marsden. They did you so dirty with this movie. You left this movie to go Superman Returns, and unfortunately, that was also a stinker. So James Marsden, just a really rocky road at that point.
It was a catch-22 with him there. Unfortunately, I think if he stayed on, there wasn't going to be much for him.
I know.
With the progression of his character, with regression of his character, just going nowhere. And Superman, he fucking in love with somebody who loves somebody else.
He was getting cucked in
cucked
Superman.
hard, bro. Hard.
And Professor X, of course, sayonara, we'll see you later, killed off, which honestly did shock me back in the day when I was watching this movie. But
that kind of traumatized me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Seeing him, I remember watching this in theaters too.
Yeah.
That traumatized me.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty brutal way to die. And it was really sad. But and of course, that shitty love triangle between Rogue, Iceman, and Kitty Pryde.
Elliot
fucking sucked.
Elliot Page.
You're
kissing a guy.
Elliot. Didn't need any of that love triangle bullshit. That was terrible. Storm, basically non-existent in this movie. She used her powers maybe once or twice.
And she had to be told to use her powers. People were like, Storm, can you do something here?
Like, Storm, you could take everyone out with just a tornado. I don't know why you're holding back here. Yeah, terrible. And she brought back the, like, I don't know what wig this was, but it looked like the head of a mop that's been dirty. It was terrible.
She forgot to fill in her goddamn highlights,
But honestly, my favorite part about this movie was probably Beast, played by Fraser himself.
Kelsey,
dude, he was fucking good. His voice matched that character fucking perfectly. His fighting moves were okay for the most part. A little silly, a little cheesy at times, but that makeup job, dude.
Dude, the prosthetics, the practical effects they did with him,
unbelievable.
Yeah, they did a great job with that. There's some silver linings here. Yeah. That's one of them.
That's probably the only thing, honestly. I mean, it's one of the best makeup jobs I've ever seen in my life. And they nailed it perfectly with the practical effects. Like you just said, he just looks so good. My only gripe with him was the X-Men suit that they put him in at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That was a miss. We'll get into that, but that was a huge miss. But, now that I'm thinking about it, if they try to go with the comic book look or the cartoon look, it would just be him in his underwear. Yeah. So I don't know how that how that would fit. But overall, this shit sucks. I'm glad to be done with this movie. Never need to watch it again after this review. I think I am done with this movie forever after this.
Yeah, I'm good. Most of that budget too went to that goddamn Golden Gate fucking scene.
A lot of CG. I mean,
ridiculous.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how everything took place in San Francisco when everybody is based in New York. Like that is a long flight. That is like an 8-hour flight to get across the country.
Oh my God.
And we don't have much time to spare in this movie. So it's kind of like a forget everything you know type of situation. They just get everywhere really quickly.
Just to pile on with how like poorly managed this movie was and what went into the shit show it was, they started the practical effect with this bridge before they even had the script finished. They had to, because it was going to take so fucking long. It took a sixth of the budget.
That's ridiculous.
A sixth of the budget to get this
for
goddamn
like one
bridge scene. That was stupid. I understand it's grand and it looked great, but like at the same time, it was impractical and it did not make any fucking sense.
It didn't really do anything for the story either.
Not
he just
at all.
created a bridge to get to Alcatraz.
Magneto was just flexing at that point, So
let's get into this rundown, Myles.
Let's do it. Okay, movie opens up in the year 1986. We have a young Professor X. I don't know if you could say young.
He was still looking old. Yeah, still looking old. Still no hair. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was funny because like at that time they de-aged him using CG, but at the same time he looked the same age as he did because this was like 1986 would have been around the same time as Star Trek, right? When he was in
that's
Star
right.
Trek
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
looked the
yeah.
fucking same. He looks the exact same.
I think that's the key to looking, effervescent is Professor X. What's his name? Patrick Stewart. He has looked that same age for
that's
the
true.
last 30 years. So he's looked old since he was probably like 40, and he's never changed. I think that's the key to looking young.
Yeah, you find your sweet spot and then you stay in it, right? A young Professor X and young Magneto meet a young Jean Grey, recruiting her to the mutant school back at the Grey residence in I don't even know.
They were somewhere in New York, I think.
Somewhere in
But
New York,
the
yeah.
de-aging CGI in this was so fucking bad. I understand this was 2006. They're taking chances. This is a brand new technology, but just looking at like how far we've come today, like we could just do this with AI on our phone in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit! It's been 20 years since then, and we've come a long way. But
Where's my 200 million?
yeah. I bet a lot of the budget did go to that de-aging because, man, it was rough, though.
Yeah, because they used it a couple times, right? Or is that the only time?
I think they just used it in this
Just
one
that
part.
one
Yeah.
part? Okay, yeah.
Thank God.
10 years later, we cut to Warren Worthington discovering his son has wings.
Painful scene whenever I
Painful
watch
scene,
this scene.
bro.
He's like using like a cheese grater thing like on his back. I'm like, ooh, God. It just, all the blood too. I'm like, God damn, that sounds painful.
God.
I like how he's like knocking on the door too. Like, son, are you jacking off in there? Like, what is going
You
on?
hear all these metal tools. You're like, God damn, son.
Son.
Hold on, Dad. I'm just
almost
shaving.
done.
I'm just shaving. I'm trying to save some time. He has wings growing from his back, and we're introduced to the mutant Archangel, played by, actually, this is a little boy right now. But
little boy right
later
now,
on,
and
yeah,
then Ben Foster later,
Ben
but
Foster.
completely useless in this story too. He did
is, dude.
fucking nothing. I thought he was going to join the big battle at the end. Nothing. He just, absolutely useless.
They used them in the marketing too.
Yeah,
like,
that's
right?
what I remember watching the trailers and stuff. I'm like, oh fuck, we're getting Archangel. This is awesome, and then nothing.
We
He did
literally all the
nothing.
scenes
Yeah.
that we see in any of the lead up, like in any of the trailers, was everything. That
He
was
had
it.
Probably 2 minutes of screen time the whole time.
Archangel was actually one of the original mutants.
Yeah,
From like I think when they came in 1960 something, and he was
We
one of
might
the
be
original.
seeing him again in one of the other X-Men movies. Oh no, we're not doing Dark Phoenix. Fuck that. Yeah, Dark Phoenix fucking sucks. But he is in Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, we can omit the Dark Phoenix, which is what this movie was supposed to be. God damn it. They were supposed to go with the Dark Phoenix route, right? Okay, cut to present day. We see our new X-Men team in a danger room training session. And this is a room in the basement of Professor X's school. And it's basically like one of those fucking rooms that create a scenario.
Yeah, it has
and-
like a hologram and stuff, which I always wonder, like, what happens when you like take damage in there? Do you
Yeah.
actually get hurt? I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, and
but-
then Colossus throws fucking Wolverine. And
Oh, the
is he
fastball
gonna-
special.
Is he gonna
Yeah.
hit the fucking walls? Like, what's going on? Where is he hitting? Where is he going? Bobby and Kitty Pryde start to get close, and Rogue, she doesn't like it.
Hello. What is Rogue gonna do out there? I don't know, because her powers suck in this
she's
series. She just runs around touching things, I guess.
She's gonna touch a Sentinel before she's gonna get stomped, bro. So this little love triangle that we see forming here,
Oh,
which is
Jesus.
actually complete bullshit. And I hate how they dumb these fucking characters down
Yeah.
too with this stupid dialogue and how they make them sound so like, oh, you're gonna be with fucking Kitty now.
And Colossus had what, like also 2 seconds of screen time in his actual medal.
Yeah.
Like he was out of his medal for like most of the movie. Like, what are you doing? What that's your main thing, and you're out of you're not even using your powers correctly.
Yeah, Deadpool at least did it right, you know. And they kept
He
him
never
in.
came out.
He
Yeah.
never. I had never seen him. Wolverine ends the session by taking down the Sentinel using the fastball special,
The
which is
fastball
a
special,
very
yeah.
patented move that has been used a lot throughout the comics.
Already not loving this. Again, I don't know what they did with Hugh Jackman's hair in this, but that is not the real Wolverine hair that I am used to. It was terrible.
We get to use it in Marvels or in Marvel Rivals.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you
yeah.
get to throw Wolverine. It's cool. Cyclops is still mourning his wife, Jean, and starts to hear her voice in his head.
Oh yeah, because Wolverine was a substitute teacher that day.
Yeah.
I guess Cyclops still calling in sick, even though you can't really call in sick.
How long has
You
it
live
been
there.
too? Like how long?
I don't know. That's so they
very
never
vague.
said anything about time. I'm guessing maybe a year. I don't know if it's a year. Cyclops, you gotta
Yeah,
move
come
on, buddy. Come on.
Let's move on. Yeah, even Wolverine's like, come on,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
let's
Even Wolverine's like, come,
move
dude.
on. You got a lot to
Yeah.
offer, man. You good looking? Sure. Sure you're packing. Come on, man. Cyclops and Logan have a little argument, and Cyclops decides to take off. And
I mean, Cyclops is so freaking bad in this. They should have just killed him off, like off screen or something, because all of this is just useless. No need for James Marsden to be in this movie, like at all.
no, they should have never had him in this
Yeah.
movie. So that way,
Send him away.
Yeah, it's better if we didn't have him than what we got. We meet Hank McCoy, aka Beast, played by none other than Fraser himself.
God, listen! Shout out to Kelsey Grammer, Fraser himself. I gotta play this. Were you a Fraser fan?
I've seen it.
Toss salads and scrambled eggs. Oh man, I mean that is shout out to that show. That is one of my comfort shows for sure. Like you
just
put
know
that
that
on,
from
and I'm asleep in 5 minutes.
He meets with the president at the White House because now he's like the
Yeah, he's like a
liaison
what is he?
between the
Yeah,
mutants
he's
and he's like advisor.
secretary of like mutant affairs or
Yeah,
something like
something
that.
like
He
that.
dropped a long ass title that I don't remember.
A whole lot of nothing, a whole lot of nothing burger. There's nothing to his title. They're tracking down Magneto and have captured Mystique. And Mystique reprising her role as, or Rebecca Romijn reprising her role as Mystique. Here, the president shows Beast files on a mutant who can cure other mutants. And so this is basically the premise of the movie.
That is the main thing of this whole movie. Yeah.
Is
Not
getting
great.
a cure.
Not great.
They're trying to cure mutants now. Beast meets with Charles and Storm to tell them the news about this new cure.
It's like Aurora. And I love Kelsey Grammer, but the way he talks kind of bothers me sometimes. Like, are you British? Are you American? Why are you talking like that? You sound like a douche. You're absolutely American, but he's like Aurora. Like, wait, is that British? No, you're American.
Yeah, you're American. Just be American. Come on. On Alcatraz, the Worthington Company announces the cure on TV, and Rogue is very interested. And we all know why. She's trying to give her man a handy.
Hello.
She just wants to touch the peep.
She
time.
she needs some touching in her life,
Yeah.
but I mean, she is absolutely useless in this movie, so they had to give her some kind of story.
You think he showed it to her? He's just like, look at this.
What a tease! Just
know?
like, hey,
Look at that. I'll slap it on the fucking glove. I'm sure she's used a glove. I'm sure they've done
that
it. You know.
doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah,
I can handle that.
What was that movie with Leslie Nielsen where he's like in a full body condom? Couldn't they just do that? I forgot what movie that was, dude. He's like in a full body condom, and they could have just got away with that. Okay, they could have like soaked. I don't know. What did they do in Utah?
Just condom. Yeah, that's it. That's all they had to do. Condom and like a bed sheet type of thing. Just put that over her body. Yeah, like what the Mormons do or
Come
whatever.
on, man. There's workarounds, you know? I mean, her powers are useless.
I have
in this
those
right
little
now
like
anyways.
finger condoms that you could use.
There
Just
you
put it over one finger. Yeah. Just in there. Just one for the index finger, one for the middle finger, one for the pinky, and we're good to roll.
Magneto and Pyro crash a mutant gathering, telling them the cure is only the beginning. They will eventually force the cure on all mutants.
Listen, as bad as this movie is, I do agree with Magneto about this cure. Like, of course, it's going to start off as like a voluntary thing, and then eventually it's going to be the law where there's like nothing you could do about it.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Vaccines, man.
Dude, for sure. Yeah, it is.
Oh, fuck. No, Magneto recruits some of the mutants that we see at the end. We get introduced to a lot of mutants here, but a lot of useless motherfuckers.
A lot of mutants that we don't even get names for in this scene. Like we get the super speedy girl, right? She's the one who kind of like introduces this class level bullshit that is so dumb. Like the only reason why they introduced it in the first place was to send everyone a message that the Phoenix was more powerful than Magneto and Professor X. But it's like we've never used this system before the first movie.
We don't know what this fucking base class 5. What the fuck does that mean? What are you?
And we see Porcupine Man.
Yeah.
The guy from Rush Hour.
Quill, I think is his
played,
name, right?
Quill. So yeah,
Quill.
What's the Speedy lady name? I don't even
remember,
yeah,
but they're part of like the Omegas, but which is weird because Omega is a level of mutant that's supposed to be like
that's Omega level.
Level.
That's the class system that I know. Yeah, Omega level.
Classify. They used Omega to classify themselves in this group of mutants that are like.
Now they're using numbers. They're like, she was like, I know you're a class 5 mutant, and there's nobody else who's close to that.
She has super speed and she can detect mutants.
Yeah, that's a big reach. Yeah,
I guess. And then Porcupine Man, who's supposed to be Omega, but he's not even.
No fucking way. That guy sucks. What are you gonna do? Hug people to death?
Which I guess he does. You know,
he does that one time.
He does that one time. The concept of mutant classes are introduced, but we just don't know idea.
Fucking speed lady.
Magneto and his crew track down Mystique and rescue her. They meet some new mutants to join the team. Multiple Man, played by none other than...
Multiple Man, played by Eric Dane. Eric Dane, who apparently has been extremely handsome, like his entire life, I guess, even with no beard and just a lot of just for men's in his hair. God, he's just a handsome man. Rest in peace,
those guys that was in that sweet spot that stayed there for a while.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know, he found that sweet spot. He stayed there up until he got, you know, his ALS and, you know.
We miss you, buddy. Rest in peace, Eric Dane.
Miss you. Of course we meet Juggernaut.
The Jug, played by Vinnie Jones, and that muscle suit honestly looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. It had like the right amount of like hair on his belly and stuff like that.
It wasn't over the top.
It fit his face well. Like,
I think it looked better than what they did with Juggernaut and Deadpool.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
I agree.
A lot better.
Yeah.
They did use practical, you know, with the suit and everything, and I like how his design was with his giant helmet.
I just wish it was red. Where's the red? Yeah. Like that is his signature color is the red. And,
well, you can't throw color into a movie that especially when they're keeping this track record of, you know,
maybe like a dark red to make it like, I don't know. Just the gray, just a little. His helmet was a little too small too. Like his body was huge, but his helmet was a little small. But I guess you can't hide his face. So
yeah. I'm the Juggernaut.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
A soldier is about to shoot Magneto with a cure, but Mystique takes the shot instead and loses her powers.
For what? Like, what? Why? Yeah. Why take this shot? I guess she didn't know it was the cure, but still,
no.
Yeah.
And then immediately Magneto's like,
"What a fucking dick, dude!" Yeah. I mean,
doesn't matter what you did for us in the past. It matters that you can't change.
He just leaves her behind at all. Hey, you're not a mutant anymore. You're not part of the crew.
We basically just say bye to Mystique after she was such a big part of these two movies, like in her own way, helping out, you know, Magneto and his team. And now she just gets thrown to the curb and is basically done for. We see her one other time, but that's it.
Yeah, so I guess that was because her and James Marsden both had other movies to shoot at this time, which I'm sure they were stinkers compared to this one. So
I don't even know what the hell she's been
I don't even know what she did either.
Magneto leaves her behind, says she's not a mutant anymore, and says, you know what, that pussy is blue. I don't like it. Beast travels to Alcatraz to meet the mutant with the cure. He goes to shake the boy's hand, and his hand begins to turn back into his human
that scene.
self.
That was a good scene. Yeah, because he was like asking the doctor, like, so, like, how does this work? How does this cure work? And then she was like, you'll see. And then as he gets closer, and then it turns into the human hand. I was like, that's kind of sad.
You'll see. Go say hi. And then she runs behind the door like, fuck.
That was pretty sad because he's like, damn, I haven't used this. And, you know.
He said, hold on, I'm going to need 5 minutes.
I'm just going to put a curtain
between. Kid, I need you to just turn around.
Put on some headphones, kid.
He said, woo! Or he just starts growling and shit.
You got internet on this little PlayStation you got here?
The kid's in this fucking like solitary confinement. Give the kid some wallpaper or something. God damn.
And no hair, no nothing. Yeah. Oh, like, what's wrong with this kid?
Does it fucking come with, is alopecia a part of this too? Cyclops goes back to Alkali Lake searching for Jean.
Oh, God.
Because he starts hearing voices too.
Yeah.
He starts hearing Jean's voice in his head.
Bringing him back to that place just to see if she's there. I don't know what his
is she really talking to him? Yeah. Is she like, what's going on with Jean? We really don't know. He keeps hearing her voice in his head. He gets angry, and
Why?
blast the water with his optic blast.
Cool sound effects, cool looking effects with his laser blast, but at the water, at nothing.
This is like, I mean, we've gotten a total of like 5 minutes of blast
God damn it, man.
throughout 3 movies, you know?
Yeah.
And that's it. The water spits Jean back out, and she's magically in her suit.
And she's growing her hair.
Growing her hair. And they kiss, and Cyclops just ends up just disappearing, I guess.
That's it.
I really thought that there was more to it. You know, every time I watch it, I feel like there's more. Like, I feel like, oh, wait, Cyclops is going to show up again, right? No.
Sayonara to James Marsden. Thank you for your service. We will see you on December 18th, buddy.
Boy got dusted. Hopefully in a lot,
Justice for James Marsden.
Hopefully he does get justice. Professor X feels a disturbance in the Force.
Yeah, he did that. Like,
Yeah,
that
he
Obi
did
Wan.
that.
Like, oh, God, what the fuck?
Like, it's always like mid lecture too.
Imagine the kids are like, fuck yeah.
Come on, let's get the fuck out of here.
We're done. It's fucking Friday. Let's go.
You know, like when the teacher doesn't show up for the first 10 minutes, your kids are like, "Are we supposed to? Can we go?"
Or like when the like the classrooms or the class starts and you see the TV being rolled out.
Oh yeah, you're like,
Fuck yes,
we're
fucking
phoning
National
this one in.
Geographic or fucking Magic School Bus. Let's go. Or Bill Nye. Let's fucking go.
or if you're in fucking history class, Schindler's List. Let's fucking go. I bet Magneto loved that one. Wolverine. Professor X feels a disturbance in the Force and says Wolverine and Storm to check it out. Wolverine finds, he said, to Alkali Lake now.
Yeah, to Alkali Lake.
Now. Wolverine finds Cyclops glasses, but no Cyclops. And then he finds Jean knocked out, but still alive.
Still alive.
She's still alive.
And when they get there, it's super foggy. I'm like, first of all, how did you land in this fog? You should have cleared it before you landed.
Yeah, they have to tell Storm here, hey, can you do something about this?
Because they're walking through the fog for like 5 minutes, and finally they're like, Storm, whoa,
Storm, what the fuck you doing here?
Oh God,
Spacing?
you have literally one job to do.
Come on.
Clear the fucking weather.
She was the one who put this fog there. Excuse me. Whoa. Back at Worthington Labs, Warren Worthington wants to test the cure on his son, Archangel. And we're introduced to Archangel now,
Ben Foster,
present day,
yeah.
Ben Foster. And you can see that he has his little wings tucked into like this, like
He's wearing like an overcoat,
Yeah.
like a detective overcoat.
Yeah. And then they're strapped in too, using like these suspenders. Yeah. The design is cool because like when he breaks out, when he finally defies the cure, he doesn't want it anymore. He breaks out and then
when he fully
there.
spreads those wings, I was like, that will never not be cool. A human with angel wings is always cool. Like shout out to that movie. What's that one with Paul Bettany? Legion. Shout out to Legion with Paul Bettany. Angels fighting each other. Like, come on, shitty movie, but cool concept.
Yeah, I like the concept. You know. Sometimes those shitty movies, though, they have great like visuals that you just can't help but.
Yeah, because remember in that movie, their wings were like metal wings because they were like blocking like bullets and shit. I'm like, this is some fucking shit, right? This is what if they showed this in Sunday school, I'm going to church, baby. Like that's the type of shit I need.
On a fucking biblically accurate angel, god damn. Archangel defies, breaks out of the building, flying over San Francisco, which
pretty cool visuals.
That was cool,
but that is unfortunately going to be the end of Archangel till the very end.
Till the very end, you know.
Even then, he has one little scene.
Yeah, all he did, he waited for the right moment, which was basically just to save his dad. But we'll get to that, you know, just to show you, like, hey, this is what I can do. Back at the mansion, Wolverine stares at Jean while she's sleeping.
Very creepy. Yeah. I'm like, dude, relax.
Yeah, come on, dude. I know what you want to do. Yeah. Just stop. He's like, God damn. Jean wakes up and is in like it's like a cat in heat.
She was horned up. Bro, Jesus,
she was
relax.
And she's just grabbing this guy.
She like uses her powers to like take off his belt. Like, whoa.
That's cool.
Me trick.
Down, boy. Down. Jean keeps switching between herself and the Phoenix. And we still, we have an idea of what the Phoenix is.
Yeah, watching this again, they didn't really explain it very well. Like the way Professor X was explaining it in this, it was more like a split personality type of thing. When really it's a ethereal like force from like outside that's coming. But maybe they just didn't really know that at that time. But yeah, they made it like a what's his name, the James McAvoy movie Split. Like it was like a weird personality disorder. Type of thing. I didn't think I liked that though.
Which is terrible because that's not how the Phoenix Force works. You know, it's like an omnipotent like kind of like force that transcends every single dimension, every single Earth and iteration and everything. But in here, it's because she's crazy.
Just part of her brain.
She's crazy.
That he tried to lock away.
Got to put the crazy bitch down, right? Jean wants Wolverine to kill her, but the Phoenix takes over and breaks out of the mansion. Yeah, so we see glimpses of Jean still there.
Yeah.
But at this point, after her encounter with the dam full of water,
I'd say it's pretty good acting also from Famke Janssen, kind of switching between Jean and the Phoenix.
Yeah, it helps that like there's a lot of change visually where we see like her eyes go dark and we see her skin kind of like crawl, or she gets the varicose veins showing up, you know. Professor X and Magneto meet Jean in her childhood home. This back in her childhood home where they met her in the beginning of the movie.
Yep.
Magneto wants to recruit her for his war. Professor X wants to bring her back home and fix her. I can fix her. Yeah. You know?
And then Magneto, he tells Juggernaut, like, hey, don't let anybody in here. And then what is the first thing that Juggernaut does? He fucking throws Wolverine through the window into the house. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Good job, man.
You can't even follow your own fucking script right now.
Great job. Yeah. And then...
No, I mean, he smashes into walls with his head. So what do you expect from a guy like this?
Fucking yeah, he's got a little CTE. I was just gonna say he's got CTE growing. You know, I get it. You know,
you got Aaron Hernandez on the team right now.
How did Storm get in there? Was she not supposed to be in there?
I don't know. Yeah, she was fighting the Speed Lady, and she beat her somehow. I'm like, this is the worst Speed Lady ever. Like, this is the worst speedster in hero history. This is no good.
Did she get like tired after a short burst or something? Because she just keep going. The Phoenix gets angry, sends Magneto flying into another room, and dusts Professor X in one of the most, like, I wasn't expecting it when I first saw it, and it, like I said, it kind of traumatized me the way he just like burst into like particles.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like the first time this is like very reminiscent of like getting dusted like by Thanos.
Yeah,
you know,
the snap. Yeah, it did look like that. Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of that, but then you're like, okay, yeah, there's no question he's gone.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely no question he's gone.
The Magneto with the jaws before he gets dusted, like there's nothing he could do.
Yeah.
I guess there was something he probably could have done. He probably could have sent some fucking metal or something flying at her, but he just
chose not to. Yeah, I guess maybe her fucking powers are too strong. I don't know. Magneto ends up taking Jean with him. A funeral is held back at the mansion for Professor X, and this is...
Sayonara, Professor X. We'll see you in a few movies down the road. I believe Logan is the next time we'll see him.
Yeah.
Well, the actual actor, not the fucking DH like bullshit, because there's like a DH version of him in one of the Wolverine origin movies.
Oh, yeah, when he's walking again. Yeah, he starts walking again. Yeah, and obviously we don't. Yeah, the younger self in First Class and
James McAvoy. I'm ready for that. I haven't seen that in a while.
Oh yeah, Bobby and Kitty have a little date ice skating at the mansion.
Listen, I am now just realizing what a fucking dick Bobby was in this movie. Like he was straight up not even like trying to hide it, cheating right in front of Rogue. Rogue is just watching from her room. Like what a fucking dick, dude. He's not even trying to hide it.
He knows where her room is.
Yeah, totally.
Are you kidding me?
And he's not even trying to hide it.
He freezes he could have gone anywhere. He freezes the little pond that's right there, and he puts I like to put the ice skate on his shoes, you know. And Katie, she just said one thing. She's like, "Oh, I miss snow" or some shit like that. And he was like, "I got you, baby."
Zero chemistry between these two, by the way. Yeah, just terrible.
Yeah, Kitty's a fucking legend. Rogue runs away to get the cure because she sees one little.
Gotta give her something to do in this.
I guess so. You know, she wanted to stay on board. Yeah. Even though they had nothing for her. In a forest somewhere, Magneto, Jean, and their army of mutants meet. Jean reminds Magneto she's the more powerful one.
I did like that scene a lot.
With the cure.
Yeah, because he like holds the gun up and then she fucking just like takes it all apart with her powers and the needle's like pointing straight at Magneto. He's like, wait, hold on, wait a second. That's enough.
It's like a parallel. It's a parallel and callback to the first X-Men when he took the bullets he took the gun from the police officers and pointed it right at him.
Yeah, this is even more a hardcore version
Yeah.
because that whole gun like came apart. I was like, that's pretty sick. Yeah, that's some like Dr. Manhattan shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh? Wolverine starts hearing Jean's voice and takes off to find her. So now
I don't know where this forest is. Is it in San Francisco? Is it in New York? I don't know where it is. Like everything's just all over the map. In this. Yeah, seriously.
they have all these spots unlocked from the other movies. That's why. So, the map's already open. On TV, Magneto announces to the world, "These are my demands."
$100 million.
He announces to the world that the war between mutants and humans has officially begun, and that as long as the cure is
Right.
around, this will not stop.
Again, I'm not totally against that. He's going about it the wrong way, but it's
trying to
dangerous to have
eradicate
that out there.
They're trying to eradicate a problem that doesn't exist.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's what Storm was saying earlier, right? Like, there's nothing to cure. There's nothing wrong with
there's
you.
nothing wrong with me. If anything, there's something wrong with you. The president sends his forces to Worthington Labs on Alcatraz. Wolverine tracks down Jean in the forest. He gets attacked by a mutant who throws spikes.
Spiky Man was pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
That was cool. I'm just wondering, like, is the tactic gonna change? He's just taking him, throwing him, taking him, throwing him, taking him, throwing him. Like, come on, you gotta change it up a little bit.
I mean, that's his one trick. That's all he could do. But I did like this scene. This might be the only scene that I like in this movie. First of all, Hugh Jackman in a tank top. Like, come on, fucking sun's out, guns out. Like, he was looking pretty good. And that dude with the spikes was pretty cool. I always did like a character who could just like throw shit, just like projectiles. I always loved that. And I like how it came out from like his arms and stuff, and the way he was throwing them, he was like doing like double two at one time. I'm like,
I like cool. Where he does like this tuck where he's like it's coming out.
Yeah, he's just that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Something about Wolverine running through forest mad or throwing like his fucking balls to the wall.
Yeah, that's his signature move is just yelling, running through the forest.
Yep. That's what we know him as. Magneto catches Wolverine and sends him packing.
He sends him all the way through that forest. Yeah. Like, get out of here, buddy. Yeah.
The ultimate, just like, what? Oh, I lost my spot. Oh, here we go. Wolverine tracks Jean. Oh no, wait, there we go. Magneto now in San Francisco.
Now he fast traveled.
Yeah.
All of a sudden from a forest to San Francisco, which is supposed to be like an 8-hour flight. Yeah. And he doesn't have the X-Jet like the X-Men do. So
is he just floating? Like, can you just see him floating around? I guess he could
just pilot a plane, right?
He could pilot a plane, but he could also use Earth's magnetic force to lift himself up.
He also has a lot of people with him. So that's going to take multiple planes, maybe a Greyhound bus. I don't know how they got there, but they're all of a sudden they're in San Francisco.
They're in fucking San Francisco. And they need to get to Alcatraz Island, but they have no way of getting there apparently, except by him taking part of the Golden Gate Bridge, disconnecting it, and putting it in between him because Juggernaut can't swim.
That's true. Yeah, he's gonna sink right to the bottom. Well, there's also like fucking like 100 people he has with him, so I don't know. Also, when he's dropping the bridge, I'm like, dude, everyone on that bridge is gonna be just fucking just destroyed the second he drops that shit.
It was like this. It was the grandiose like fucking scene that everything was built up to. Where
cool on paper,
my God,
but the execution, I'm like,
fucking entire bridge with his goddamn powers, dude. This is the Magneto that we love.
I guess, but it would have been cooler if he was like doing it in some kind of action. It was just to get to another place. I'm like, all right.
It was just to help his mutants get to another spot, which he probably could have done and taken. Like, if he'd gone there with like a meat shield, a fucking metal shield, a cocoon, he could have done all this shit by himself.
There's a lot of things that Magneto could have done with his powers that he just didn't do. Like when all of his friends are getting shot by those needles, he could have just put a piece of metal up, protected them. He did that for himself and Jean, but his other friends, he's just like,
because he does because they're always doing callbacks to chess, where he's like, the pawns go first in chess.
That's not what a good leader does, buddy.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you sacrifice some pawns for the greater good, but you don't do that intentionally to like just say fuck them, right?
Maybe he did deserve to get his powers taken at the end.
Maybe he did. Yeah, so we get this whole scene in the beginning where all these low-level mutants start to attack the the soldiers, and then they bring out all these plastic guns. Where I
Pretty
like
cool.
how like the mortars that they shoot out.
It explodes in the air.
Explode in the air,
that's
and they
pretty good.
spray
That's
out
pretty
like
good,
needles, and you see
like
like
that
the
Jericho
lizard
missile.
guy, that lizard guy that's hanging underneath, and he just changes and he falls to his death. So now you just killed a human. So now what? Beast joins the X-Men and they head to San Francisco to stop Magneto.
Listen, as much as I love Beast in this movie, his X-Men suit, which such a miss, but yeah, then again, like I was saying, it would just be his underwear if they went with the comic accurate. So I don't know what to do with that, but I'm pretty sure the leather pants, it ain't it. That is not
that
it.
shit ain't stretching, bro.
And that like short sleeve kind of jacket, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This sucks,
Come
dude.
on, dude. I want to see some
Can you
fucking hairy
imagine?
chest.
Can you imagine how hot he must have been in
Yeah.
that? He's wearing the suit, the prosthetics, and the fucking leather over that. I'm like, that must have been a fucking nightmare for him.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I could never be an actor. Yeah, and that's the only reason why. You know, that's the only reason. I would sweat too much. I'd be in makeup, and they'd be like, "They can't do it. I can't do it with this guy." Miles keeps sweating through his fucking shit.
It's not the craft service, the free food that I would just be
yeah.
parked at the entire day.
I feel like Miles has showed up 10 pounds underweight, but since filming, he's now 15 pounds
They're
over.
gonna be like, how come none of these costumes fit you anymore? What happened?
I don't know, but give me another fucking slice of that cheesecake
don't
over
blame
there.
me. Yeah, blame your craft service people.
Yeah, you got some cheese danishes over there, I see, huh? When are we taking a break? Magneto and his army attack the Alcatraz base. The humans have adapted and started using plastic weapons. This is what I was talking about.
Yeah, because he tries to do that thing where he's like, wait a minute.
He's like, you hear the yeah. Magneto and the X-Men arrive and create a line. We hold this
I
line.
fucking
right
hated that. That was so fucking dumb. Like, why? How did Wolverine all of a sudden become like a leader? He's been gone forever. He said in the beginning of the movie he's just passing by.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been part of these drills forever. But all of a sudden he's the leader. Everybody hold the line, and he's like doing this, but his claws are out. I'm like, you can't stop making motions when your claws are out because they just keep like jiggling around like the rubber claws. They look terrible.
They do. And like, what's your cause here? What are you? You don't know this fucking mutant. You don't know what's going on, like essentially. But you're over here just like, yeah, hey, Professor X would have wanted to do that. What would have wanted me to do this, right? So I guess I should do it.
And we finally see some action from Beast. And his moves are pretty dope. He does like a lot of like swinging around and jumping around and shit. But while I was watching all this, I was like, all I can think was, damn, we need Beast in Marvel Rivals. Like this shit would be a nightmare to deal with if he was in Marvel Rivals.
Jumping around,
yeah,
like,
that would be awesome. They need to get on that.
That would
Beast
be
in
cool.
Marvel Rivals.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on.
dude. Holy shit. Hell yeah, dude. Him just climbing on the walls and shit.
And just being able to jump like super far and like jump on people. Like, come on, you could do a lot with that
Like
character.
how Wolverine has this little leap.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine Beast with his like double, like just
He could make
jumping
like
for
one of his
people.
abilities. He could like smell people, like where
yeah.
they're at
You
on
can
the
see the
map.
trail
and stuff.
and
Yeah.
shit.
See,
Oh, damn.
come on, get on it,
You
get
can
on
see-
it, guys.
You can see through walls. Like you
Yeah.
can see like the different. Oh my god! Come on. The X-Men arrive, create a line between the mutant army and the humans. Juggernaut breaks in to retrieve the kid, but Kitty follows him to get to the kid first.
She does that thing where she puts him in
Yeah.
the ground. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Which is from that YouTube video. They pulled that reference straight out of there. So. That was the Juggernaut, bitch.
Juggernaut.
Charles, my
Oh, you getting my head shot? You know why hiding now? You know why. If you guys haven't seen that video, you gotta fucking.
God, that we are so old. I bet kids nowadays have no idea what those fucking videos were.
was
my
like-
god.
That was like brain rot before it was brain rot.
Yeah,
you know,
that
when
was
they were
like
just doing
2003,
stupid voiceovers.
2004. Oh my God, man.
It was amazing.
Back in the
loved
day.
it. That and the GI Joes.
Yeah, early YouTube, man.
Early
Oh,
YouTube, gotta
shout
love
out
it.
to it.
Juggernaut is taken out because when Kitty finally reaches the kid, she realizes, oh shit, my powers don't work. I can't go through this
that's
fucking
right,
wall.
yeah.
So she plays it off and she kind of baits Juggernaut to run into a fucking wall. And when he's in proximity, he loses his powers and he knocks himself out.
CTs himself.
Yeah,
Yep.
CTs himself. He basically knocks himself out. So then Kitty and the child escape. Wolverine uses himself as a distraction for Magneto, while Beast sneaks up behind him and stabs him with the cure.
First of all, pretty cool that they went this far with the cure. Like I was not expecting that when I first watched this movie in the theater.
Yeah.
You know, taking out the biggest villain in the franchise with the cure. But that was, now that I'm thinking about it, it's a bit harsh coming from the X-Men.
It
Like,
is, right?
y'all are on the same team. And I understand taking him down, maybe sending him to jail, but taking his powers away, I'm like, that's pretty brutal. Like that's overkill. I think that's too much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then again, he was also killing a lot of the soldiers. You know, all the humans. So
Kind of backed them into this corner where they were like, well, okay, well, we got to show him what it's like now, you know, to like, we got to take him out. We got to take their ace.
There's really nothing to do, but yeah, I don't know. That's pretty rough, especially like because Magneto is that guy who that is his whole personality.
Yeah,
That is
that's
his
his
whole
identity.
life is his powers. So
Yeah.
you just took what is he gonna do? He's gonna play fucking chess in the goddamn park.
Oh, he does. By himself? He has no fucking
that's
Charles.
that made me sad. I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, he
Sitting
doesn't
there
even
like-
have any friends.
No one is even coming up to play with him, you know?
Yeah, I
it's one of
know. It's so
I've always
sad.
wanted to go to the parks where they play chess and just like
I could watch. I can't play for shit.
I would fucking get demolished.
Yeah,
You
I'm
kidding
getting
me?
checkmated in
Jesus
2 moves.
What do they call the Austrian Open?
I'm like, what does this one do? What does the horse do again? Does this do? Oh, yeah, okay.
I remember the learning chess in school, and then they had a guy come by, and we would learn it in song.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like the strategy or like how it moves?
How pieces move.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He'd come up to the board, and he had like this little this board where you can move pieces, and he would explain the pieces, and he would have songs for the pieces to like the root or the. I cannot remember any of them, but like I remember that one of them goes up, down, side to side, goes up, down, side to side, and that was for the rook.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rook. Yeah.
Wait, no. That's the castle?
The castle or something.
Shit.
Yeah,
Is that the rook?
I think
No,
it's
what's the
rook.
castle called?
I think it's called rook.
I think the rook was the diagonal, but yeah, we got to do the Sicilian
Bishop.
defense.
That's bishop. Yeah, the Sicilian defense. There you go.
Sicilian defense. Shout out to what's that show on Netflix?
Or Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit.
Hell
God, I was on a chess
Hell yeah.
fucking spree after that. Never won a game, but I downloaded the chess app, played it for probably a month, never got better, and that was the end of my chess
My chess career.
career. Yeah.
Jean begins to lose control to the Phoenix and starts dusting.
Dude, she fucking
Everybody,
like
dude.
10 of them like in a row. Just boop,
Yep.
gone.
They're all gone.
In seconds. Yeah.
Yep, and-
then what's his name? Wolverine was like, no, and they're just gone. I was like, oh
This
shit.
ain't no snap either. They
Yeah.
were fuck. They're gone,
They're
gone.
gone,
There's no
yeah.
coming back from that, you know. And even some of the mutants get caught up in this.
Yeah.
Like
She was just killing
Porcupine
everything.
Bro gets
Oh,
caught
that's
up
right,
on that.
yep.
That's where he goes. The whole island is in danger.
See you in rush hour, brother.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. Whole island is in danger of exploding when Wolverine does what needs to be done and kills Jean.
I mean, that part with when he's walking up to Jean and his skin
Yeah.
is like being like dissolved off of his like body. You could see the adamantium
Adamantium,
underneath.
yeah,
I was
like
like,
the
that's
sternum
pretty,
right
yeah,
here,
that's
like-
pretty fucking sick.
Yeah,
And
'cause
he's
his,
he's like holding his arms up. You could see the adamantium in his forearms. I was like, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, his regeneration is the only way he was able to withstand that and get to her.
He kind of like a little freaked out at parts because he would do you like,
Oh yeah, he's kind of like that.
God, that hurt a little, but I'm all right.
Maybe kind of like that. I don't know. You might be getting off. On that.
Actually, they had that other freaky part. Remember where he woke her up and she was like doing all the
Oh
scratches
yeah, she
on
was
his arm. I was
scratching
like,
him. Maybe she wanted that. He wanted that
I was
feeling.
like,
again.
yeah. I was like, whoa, okay,
One
Gene.
more. He's like, one little quickie before we before I end this, huh? Rogue returns back to the school, cured of her mutation.
Bitched out. I think you bitched out. That kind of sucks. That's a
Yeah.
shitty way to go out. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, because she does touch his hand like at the end without a glove. I'm like, man, like this man's been cheating on you. You
Yeah.
saw him cheating on you. What do you?
You think
with
this
this
physical?
guy?
This is like marriage trying to save a fucking relationship, you know?
Also, Bobby, piece of shit again during the funeral scene for Professor X. Remember, he was sitting in between Rogue and Kitty,
yeah.
and he held both their hands. I'm like, play is play. Don't hate the player, dude.
Hey,
hate
man.
the fucking
Hey,
game.
right in front of
yeah,
him,
dude,
too.
right in front
That's
of both of them. I'm
crazy.
like, wow, this guy,
He's like, hey, you
he's
see this?
ballsy. Ballsy Bobby.
like that, huh?
Ballsy Bobby. That's his
Ballsy Bobby, I like it. Yeah, he has a stupid little fight with his,
that's right.
his counterpart Pyro.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool when he changed into like all
That
ice,
was cool,
you know,
yeah.
because he's you were telling me that he's
Yeah,
like
he's Omega level,
He's Omega
yeah.
level, and I never realized that.
Yeah.
I never saw it because we don't really get a whole lot of him. But I can see it there.
Yeah, because we do see that form very quickly, and we're going to see it again in Days of Future Past even better. So yeah, I mean that was cool. I just wish we had more of that. And where was Colossus during this whole fight?
What the fuck?
No Colossus. Did not see a single fight from Colossus. He was there.
Any of that into the budget?
I guess not. He was there because I saw him standing in the line with all those other motherfuckers. But
the only time we saw Colossus was him wearing holding a giant TV. And just to show us how strong he was.
That big old fucking CRT TV. And I hate that uniform he has too. It's like that cut off. Oh, it just looks terrible. I hate it,
bro. I wanted to say that. So when Rogue returned back to the school, cured of her mutation, there was an alternate scene where she didn't go through with the cure. And she comes back.
That should have been. Yeah, that should have been the.
She's like, "Fuck you, Bobby. I'm out." Actually, you know what? Fuck you. You can go be with Kitty. I heard she wants to be a man now.
Yeah, I saw you guys banging out of my fucking window. You know where my room is. I know you did that on purpose.
No, you did that shit on purpose. Cut to a park where we see Magneto playing chess and
he's not playing. He's just sitting there waiting to play. So sad.
And then he waves his hand, and you can see a slight flicker on the metal piece, showing us that his powers aren't indeed gone.
I think that's pretty cool, because they stabbed him with 4 of those fucking things, and he still has a little power left. I was like, that's pretty cool. That's how powerful he is. He's still got a little bit in him still. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't include this, but there was also the post-credit scene. Did you see that with Xavier? Basically coming back into another body that they showed earlier in the movie.
Yeah, they alluded to it earlier, where he could transfer his consciousness into a basically brain dead person.
Yeah, and that doctor was Moira McTaggart, which we will see in First Class.
Yeah, played by
Rose Byrne.
Yep.
Ooh,
Rose Byrne.
Shout out to her. Myles, what were your final thoughts on X-Men: The Last Stand?
Yeah, that was that was a rough watch.
Big old pooper.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I mean, we had a couple of good moments. We had the Juggernaut bitch. We had Kelsey Grammer. That's it.
I mean, the good thing is the good parts about this movie, we're going to see them again coming in the future. So Beast already confirmed. Kelsey Grammer again, but they're probably going to go with the CG Beast, which kind of sucks, but I understand. Kelsey Grammer's old as fuck. I'm sure he doesn't want to sit in that makeup room for fucking 8 hours again.
Yeah, for like a 5-second cameo.
We're seeing Magneto come back, obviously. We're seeing Professor X come back. We're seeing Cyclops come back. I think Mystique was also confirmed to be coming back as well. So all the good parts about this we will be seeing in the future come December 18th. But final thoughts on this movie. Shit movie. Don't ever need to watch it again. Thank you for your service, James Marsden. We will see you in in December 18th. But preview of our next episode, Myles. We are going into the modern day MCU, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting with Iron Man finally. 2008's Iron Man starring Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
I am so excited to get into current day MCU stuff.
Can't believe we haven't done this one.
I know. Well, it's we started the podcasts during the end of the that MCU run. It was what was it called? Infinity War and Endgame. And then we did a couple of other Marvels, but we never went back to do old Marvel movies. So we will be doing that next week. Iron Man, everybody. Myles, give them the plugs where they can find our podcasts, and we are out of here for today.
You can find us at our website, sortainteresting.com. You can also find us on Instagram at Sorta Interesting Podcast. Anywhere that podcasts are available, that includes Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search Sorta Interesting. YouTube.com/Sorta Interesting and Patreon.com/Sorta Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week for Iron Man. I cannot wait for this. Shout out to what's the roadie's name? Terrence Howard.
Oh yeah, Terrence.
We're gonna see Terrence Howard. Next time, baby. Terrence Howard and fucking Big Lebowski is also in that.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. I cannot wait for this. We will see you next week for Iron Man. Peace.